Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Guys, my name is JM Kaundu, and today guys we are diving into a pressing issue that is affecting many graduates in Africa. Why there is so much unemployment in most of the graduates in Africa. So guys, before we dive into the story, kindly subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and guys comment below, let me know what you think about this video. Guys, we're talking about why in Africa so much unemployment is affecting many graduates. So guys, join me in this journey so that we can be able to find a solution at the end of the day. So because at the end of this video I'll offer some solutions that you can be able to use as a graduate and be able to get and for more employment. Guys, thank you. Let's dive into the story. The rate of unemployment in Africa among the graduates is multifaceted issue with several underlying factors. Let's explore some of the main reasons why many graduates are struggling to secure employment. Number one, why we have so many graduates that are unemployed is because of the education system. Africa has made a significant stride in terms of educational improvement, but the question that is much more important is whether the education system that is being offered is relevant to the job market. You find that the kind of what we call the education system that is being offered is just putting the graduates, preparing them for it's not preparing graduates for employment. It's just giving them a oral education, what we call just dictating the information, but it is not practical. So the practicability of the education system in Africa is what is missing. You'll find that most of the graduates that are coming out of education system, they are half-baked because they cannot be able to employ the kind of knowledge they have gained from their university in the real job market. That's a gap where you cannot be able to employ it. Point number two is economic challenges. You find that there are so much economic challenges, instability that is limiting the creation of jobs. So you find that if the economic is not growing, there is no room for growth, which cannot be able to create more employment. So you find there is so much mismatch in terms of the skills that are being produced out there from the universities versus the kind of opportunities that are available. You find that a graduate, the kind of knowledge they have, it cannot be utilized in the normal market scale. So that is a problem because the economic growth is very slow, and you find that perhaps someone with a first class, most of the graduates with first class, they struggle to get employment because you find that the kind of knowledge they have, it cannot be equated to the amount that they can be paid for the same opportunity. You find that someone is being paid 10,000 as a graduate, 15,000, 30,000, and you find that that amount is very low compared to the normal rate that a graduate should be paid. For instance, in Kenya, you find that most of the graduates, they earn between 20,000, 30,000. To get someone who is earning, let's say like 50,000 is very hard. So that's a problem because the economic situation cannot be able to sustain the kind of knowledge, the kind of skill that these people have, and that's why some more people opt to go outside the country. Number three is about a lack of opportunities. You find that the opportunities that are available are limited. So you find that you are scrabbling for limited opportunities with so much people who are looking for the same opportunities. So if you find that like for instance, I saw a vacant that was advertised. It required 20 people, but you find that people came to apply for the same job, they are like thousands. So you find that the opportunities are very limited. For instance, you find that perhaps even the government itself cannot even employ even the 5% of the population. That's a problem. So you find that if the opportunities are not available and so many people are looking for the same opportunities, they will be able, very few people will be able to succeed. So that's a problem, lack of opportunities. but there are so many people, the growth of population is so much huge with limited scarce resources. Number 4 is networking and soft skills. You find that some of the graduates, they fail to market themselves. They struggle a lot to communicate with other people. If you don't have those soft skills like communication, to be able to adapt to a certain environment, how you communicate, how you market yourself is very important. So some of the graduates, they kind of keep to themselves. They don't do networking. You don't go out there to connect with the people who are in the same environment with you. So if you sit in your house, watching YouTube, watching Netflix, no one will bring that job to you. You have to work out. You have to go out there. You have to network with other people so that you can be able, to know where opportunities are. Instead of staying in the house, why don't you go and work in a car wash, maybe work in a barber shop, where you can be able to meet real people who can be able to tell you, in such and such organization there's an opportunity. So if you stay at home, you're not networking, you'll not be able to get any opportunity, because opportunities are available when you talk to people. But if you keep to yourself, you just keep on applying jobs online. Most of the online jobs, I guess, they are just formality. So you have to wake up and do something for yourself. Last but not least is the government policies. You find that most of the government policies affect either employment or unemployment rate in the country. If their policies are not attractive to the investors, you find that the investors are shying away from your country. So that means that the room for growth is not there. So if government is not supporting local investors, it's not supporting even foreigners to come and invest in your country, then that will mean that creation of new jobs, and the growth of businesses is limited. So government, for instance, like most of the African countries, you find that they are limited to only their borders. If they can open borders, you find that some graduates can be able to get opportunities in other countries. So these policies are very important. They need to be friendly to create growth and opportunities for the youth, so that there can be attractive growth in the business sector, so that employment can be created. Those are the 5 points that I think are contributing to the unemployment rate among the graduates. So we talked about the economic challenges, limited resources. We talked about government policies, lack of networking and soft skills. So if you can be able, to work on your networkings, make sure that you are going out there. Make sure you're talking to people. When you talk to people, they'll be able to tell you where there are opportunities. So also the government need to do something about regulation of businesses, so that they can open up the space for growth, and encourage economic growth and encourage innovation. These graduates, they don't need to even to be employed. Some of them can be able to create employment for themselves, and from that space they also being able to create employment for other fellow graduates. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I own a bookkeeping business called Bookkeeping TPS. So kindly guys, if you need any help in terms of bookkeeping, kindly reach me out and I'll be able to help you. So besides that, I run an e-commerce platform where I sell fashion clothes. It's called Joy King Collections. Kindly, you can also reach me out if you need any fashion clothes. So guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you